Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your general reading for November 2017. I'm using the Golden Botticelli Tarot by Lo Scarabeo, and we'll get started with the Shadow card, which is this card here. This is the hidden energies for the month. This is the card on the bottom of the deck after everything's been dealt out. And this card is the Knave of Chalices. This is the Romeo card. This is either you offering your love to somebody or somebody offering their love to you, but it's this hidden energy. So either you're feeling love for somebody and you're not telling them, or there's somebody who loves you and they're not telling you, or there's some kind of a secret relationship. And this card represents the theme for the month, which is the High Priestess. So this is about turning inward to find the truth and the wisdom and the knowledge. It's about your intuition. It's about your psychic abilities. It's about being in touch with the other side of the veil. It's about, it could be your dreams, finding some wisdom in your dreams, having those aha moments when you wake up and you've gotten some information in your dreams. And that's the theme for the month. This card represents you. This is the Queen of Chalices. She is an emotional person. This is the water energy, emotions. She's in touch with her emotions. She's a leader. She's a strong leader. So in terms of comparing this to you as a Sagittarius, you're a fire sign, and this is a water sign. So this is about finding balance and temperance. So that fire energy that you have within you, that passion within you, that take charge, leader, aggressive side of you, is being tempered with the water. So you're feeling balanced and tempered right now with this water energy within you. You still have the leadership skills, but you're much more in touch with your intuition. And that's what this one is here too. It's your intuition. The chalices and the water can represent your intuition and your emotions, and being much more in touch with your emotions and how you're feeling. Sometimes if you charge ahead as a fire sign, you could have a tendency to charge forward and get involved in situations without thinking it through. But this water energy prevents you from doing that. It keeps you more balanced. It puts out the fire of that passion a little bit. But it's being connected and in touch with your emotions. And this is the conflict here, which is the Eight of Chalices. This is usually, in a traditional tarot deck, it shows a person with the cups behind them and they're moving on to a new situation. But this person here in this deck, he's blessing the cups. He's saying, you know, I forgive you. And he's forgiving these situations. But this is the conflict. So I feel like you're having difficulties forgiving some kind of emotional upheavals or forgiving past relationships that you've had that may have had some impact in your life negatively. So there's conflicts regarding forgiveness and forgiveness of the people that you love and that you're in relationships with, or having difficulty putting certain events behind you, having difficulty moving forward in your life. Now I want to mention also, Jupiter is moving, Jupiter moved into Scorpio on Wednesday, October 11th. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So it's entering into Scorpio means that there's a total positive transformation taking place within all of us. With the Jupiter going into Scorpio for all of us. We've left the year of Jupiter being in Libra. Libra was about balancing our lives and working on relationships, but now we're transforming. It's this total transformation that we're going through. And we're going to become more confident, more connected, and we're going to see the results of our hard work. This is for every sign with Jupiter moving into Scorpio. So these conflicts that you're having with these relationships in your past, or whatever difficulties this was, or the difficulty moving forward, it's going to work itself out throughout the year with Jupiter and Scorpio, because there's going to be a total transformation for all of us. There's a lot of difficult events taking place right now. That's very difficult for all of us, and a lot of us are seeking the truth. This is seeking the truth through alternative means. It's not seeking the truth in church. It's not seeking the truth through traditional medicine, Western medicine, or through traditional education, or through, I just lost that thought. It's seeking the truth and finding the truth. Oh, mainstream media. People are on YouTube looking for the truth, and you're not going to find it on mainstream media. So there's this transformation that's taking place. This showed up in Scorpio's reading, of this transformation and seeking the truth elsewhere, outside of the mainstream traditional means. This is at the foundation. This is the Wands energy. So you're a fire sign. This could represent you if you're a man. This is the King of Wands. He's a man he can be very aggressive. And the negative aspect of the King of Wands is somebody who could be abusive. This is somebody who... I'll bring this up here, because if this is showing here, the Queen of Cups is showing up as you. This represents you. So if this is at the foundation, maybe you were in a time of your life where you were very aggressive. Maybe you were verbally abusive. Maybe you were physically abusive to your partner. But this female water energy is kind of balancing you out right now. So this transformation, if this was you, if you were abusive in some way, whether this was just you with a really bad temper and yelling all the time, or if this was abusive because of some habits that you had that were not good for you. This is the energy that's with you at present, which will help to balance this out, put out that fire of that aggression and of that anger and of whatever that may be for this person, if this is you. Now, this could be another person within your life. And it doesn't have to mean that this person is abusive. This person is a very strong leader. So if we look at this as somebody, if you are a man and you are Sagittarius, this is you having those strong leadership skills and having the confidence and having that passion, having the passion for your partners. And this is at the foundation of the reading, whether it's you or somebody in your life. This could be a partner, a romantic partner. It could also be a boss. It could be a parent. It's just somebody in your life. It could be some other person in your life, but they're at the foundation of the reading. So there's somebody significant within your life. This is in the past, and this is the Three of Chalices, which is celebration and having good times with your friends and your family. And this is reflected in the past. It's not focusing. Sorry, I can't get it to focus that well. And this card represents the present energies, which is the Five of Chalices. And this is about sadness and loss. This is feeling sadness and loss. And that's your current energies right now. This card is in your near future. And this is the Four of Wands, which is about a happy home, domestic bliss. This is, showing motherhood, a mother with a child, whether that's your wife or significant other, whether that's you. But it's about a happy home and a happy family and domestic bliss. Now, this card shows a single woman. So this could reflect those of you who are single, but you're still having happiness within your home with your children. And this person is this hidden energy, so maybe there is somebody coming into your life. This is, the Knight of Chalices is the Romeo. This is the romance. Maybe there's romance coming into your life. But this is in the near future here, which is happiness at home. Your internal energies are this, and this is the Five of Swords. So, Five of Swords is about a shallow victory. When there's a victor, there's also a victim. And this person actually has the guy's, she's carrying his head around. So I'm questioning if maybe there was some difficulties in a relationship, where if maybe this was a person you were in a relationship with, Maybe he gave the illusion of being very romantic and loving, but he turned out to be aggressive or abusive or verbally abusive or emotionally abusive. And then you're feeling, so the conflicts are with this relationship, and the conflict about moving on from this relationship. But this is your internal energies, which is a shallow victory. So you're feeling victorious. So maybe you've figured out how to move forward from this relationship and from this person here. And there's some sadness and loss here. This doesn't have to be your sadness and your loss. This could be the sadness and the loss of this person. If you moved away from this person, he could be the one that's feeling sadness and loss, because you're feeling victorious right here. I just see this, if you're the woman, you're feeling victorious, and whatever you did to move on from this relationship, it may not have been an honest way of moving forward and moving on. You may have done something deceitful to do that, but maybe it was a necessary evil to get away from that person. So the sadness or loss could be you, or it could be the other person. But it's looking like where there's conflicts moving on from the relationship, maybe you're figuring out how to do it, but you're going to do it in a way that's deceitful. It's starting to look like a relationship reading because of this Romeo card and because of some of these other cards that I'm seeing here. This is the external energies, and this is about communication. It's also about the forward movement. Now, in a traditional deck, there's movement. It shows the wands in the air, but these wands aren't moving. And again, this isn't moving either. Normally, these two cards in a traditional tarot deck show movement of some kind, whereas in this deck, there's no movement. There's forgiveness, and then there's Cupid kind of shooting his arrow onto these conflicts to temper those conflicts. So again, if we look at these cards about this water energy, that could be tempering the aggression of the fire energy, and then connecting that all with this Cupid tempering the conflicts that you've been having. So maybe you are finding a way to resolve these conflicts. I don't see forward movement, I just see a shallow victory. So maybe you don't move on, maybe you figure out a way to stay within this relationship. And if this is you, if these two cards together represent you and your temper and your aggression is tempered through this water energy and this emotional energy, and then this is the result will be, love supersedes all of the conflicts, and love and romance overcome and rise above all of these conflicts down here. So this is rising above these conflicts down here. So maybe you're figuring out a way to rise above the conflicts, to stay within the relationship but rising above those conflicts. And this card up here represents your hopes and fears. And this is the Six of Wands. Again, you're rising above the conflicts. These cards stray so much from the traditional pictures that they throw me off so much. So you're hoping to rise above the conflicts, which is what's being shown here. You're rising above it. Maybe you're afraid that you won't be able to rise above. Maybe you're afraid that you won't be able to move on. Because if you're stuck here in these conflicts, where the conflict is these relationships, and your fear is that you won't be able to rise above these conflicts. But what I'm seeing in the other cards is that you will be able to rise above these conflicts, and you'll be able to work it out. And maybe the conflicts aren't with, maybe you're not in a relationship at present. Maybe it's about relationships in your past and not being able to move on from your feelings regarding those arguments and conflicts that you've had in past relationships, and that's had some impact on your current ability to love again. And you find yourself as a single person because you're having difficulties trusting somebody, whereas you're longing for this romance that you would get from this Knight of Chalices, but because of the conflicts you've had in your past, you're having difficulty moving on. if you've had a difficult relationship in your past and now you find it difficult to love again. But so these cards do show you having the ability to rise above all of that. And then this is the final outcome. So this is the Ten of Pentacles, is having financial prosperity. This is this new home, having a beautiful home, financial prosperity. It doesn't show the family, it doesn't show marriage, it just shows financial prosperity. So this shows up as the final outcome. And it kind of goes along with this card. This is in the near future, and this is the final outcome, which is farther on down the road. But the near future, it shows domestic bliss and happiness. This is the mother with the child here. And then this is financial prosperity. I'm not saying marriage per se, but I'm seeing a happy home in your life. And then this is the Knave of Wands. So again, we have this fire energy. This could still be you. This could be a fire sign. Another fire sign within your life. If we compare these two here, if he's at the foundation, the King is somebody who's older and more mature, and the Knave is a person who's very young. He's much younger. This could represent an old relationship, and this could represent a new relationship, but they're both fire signs. He's also a messenger. The Knave is also a messenger. And then we also have the Seven of Chalices, which is having a lot of options. So if you're rising above all of these conflicts, and now you have a lot of options before you as your final outcome. You're going to have a lot of options. Whether that's in romance or in work, or just having a lot of opportunities opening up to you in the future. That's what's reflected here. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click the like button, comment below. I like to see comments. I comment. It's a new channel. I just started it last month. So you may have difficulty finding me if you don't subscribe. You don't have to receive notifications, but it puts you somewhere in your YouTube profile, and then it's easier to come back next month. I'm also going to do a relationship reading, so we might get some more insight onto this. You might also want to check out your rising sign. If this did not resonate with you, maybe you'll get some more information and some more clarity if you watch the reading for your rising sign. I'm also going to do relationship readings this month, and I'm going to do angel readings, which are a little lighter and a little more positive and happy than some of these turn out to be. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next month. Take care. God bless.